Customer Source offers the end user the option of doing their own support. Instead of making a call and calling a consultant, if they're working at night or they're on the job on a holiday or heaven forbid a weekend or something like that, then they can't get a consultant to touch base with regarding a problem. They can self-serve themselves through what they call the self-support portal. And not only that, in the self-support portal, they can look up tech knowledge databases or knowledge articles and see if they can find a solution to a problem they might be experiencing through that. Or they can go ahead and download hot topics off the main page or through the support page. They can also get assisted support if they choose to do so. And that's the chat session I showed you. And then there's going to be another portal I'm going to show you here in a few minutes as well. And then during the process of getting the support assistance from Microsoft, you will create a new support request. You can edit an existing support request, and this is what it looks like. So as you log into GP, you will go to the portal that is set up for support. As you hit this support portal, up opens a screen. It will give you an option of going to 2010 or going to GP10. So depending upon which one you're going to go to, you will just click that option and it'll take you to the next step. So as you get into, and I'm going to go over to the direct portal and show this to you live. So you will go to your support. You will go through the option of creating a new technical support request. Before I do that, I mentioned earlier in my slide presentation, you can go to the knowledge base. In the knowledge base, you're given the option of doing a search. So if you get a message that pops up in GP and you type in the message across here, and you'll see it's starting to find something that somewhat matches, but you can do a search. You can search on titles, and up pops all the messages. I don't mean messages, but all of the knowledge base articles that might match what you're looking for. So that's the first level as far as support is concerned. And then we have automated solutions. And what the automated solutions are, it comes back to the page I was at just a minute ago in the PowerPoint. We can go and look down the list of automated solutions that are available. What Microsoft has done is they've created these, you might call them hot fixes, but they're really not a hot fix, but they're a methodology of an end user. Let's just say you find an error message when you select a contract or when you select a project in GP. So if you've got that error message, it might be knowledge base 940834, last reviewed September of 2011. So you can go down and look at what's on the page and expand out symptoms, cause, resolutions, or you can hit this fix it for me. And if you do the fix it for me, then the system will actually go out and give you an option through the walkthrough process here of fixing it. And it'll download the code and go ahead and hit the fix the problem, and it'll download the code on the system, and then you can do let me fix it myself or fix it for me. And so when you do the fix it for me, it will download the code and go out and fix the problem. You can print the article and have it on your desk, or you can email the article to yourself. So that's the service part of automated solutions. The customer source allows a person to download hot fixes, hot topics, product releases, service packs, and payroll tax updates as well. Now we're going to pop down to the new technical support request, and I'm going to walk you through the process of how a person would create a technical support request. You can again search the partner source or customer source in your case for a fix. You can get help now, and that takes you over to the chat session, or we can go ahead and start a case. You will not see this screen in yours, but I do have to select very quickly. We'll go down here and select Premier Computing so I can get past this and go ahead and go to the next screen. What you're going to see on the next screen is the first step of 3 steps. So a new support request is being created by you as an end user. You can go to e-learning and some of these other things, but we're going to focus today on just the GP support. You go to step number 2, and this is all covered in the PowerPoint again, which you can download off the Premier website. Step number 2, you might want assistance with bank reconciliation. When you choose bank reconciliation, then you'll get another screen that's going to pop up, bank deposits. Based upon the selection of these two, it's going to do an expert recommendation for the article. So error message in bank rec, or this deposit is being added. So you can actually click into these and bring them up, and again you can print or email the article or do the fix that is delineated in the article, the knowledge base. So at this particular time I'm going to go back a screen, and actually to here, none of these worked for me. Say for instance you go to next. So here, based upon your settings in customer source, it knows who I am, it knows my contact information, and it goes down and it gives you an option of choosing what version of Dynamics GP you're going to be using, and you also what build is available. If you don't know what your build is, you can actually go out to GP, you can go to the help, you can go to here, and this tells you your build. And this screen, you can actually do a screen snapshot of this, put it in Word doc, or you can actually put the build information from the screen here. That's the build, and put that in the screen. Coming back to the portal, you'll put the build here. You'll tell Microsoft what database you're using. And by the way, SQL 2012 just released in April, so it's being shipped to all the clients as we speak. So you would type in 2012, and then you would document your problem. Very, very high level documentation. It doesn't need to be very deep. Okay. They will ask you as whether or not it's one workstation, all workstations, whether it's a server. Let's do all workstations. Now, if you go carefully through here, it says, does the issue concern a production server that is currently down? And if you select yes, it's going to put you in a more critical queue. You can say, of course, no if you wish, but if it's true, say yes. If this issue cannot be resolved during regular business hours, will you be available off hours? Select yes. Again, it's setting the level of severity here. Now these two choices of yes made this a critical issue, so they want to know if they can contact you immediately. So then you document your issue in more depth here, and then at the bottom of the screen you will be given an option of adding files. And so I'm just going to tell Microsoft to just disregard this. You can attach a file, come out here, grab a file, and attach it here. You can do email addresses to other people that wish to be notified of this, and submit. So once you submit the case, you will be given a very long ID number, and you will also be emailed. And so you can click on that ID when you get the email, and this is the very long number that I was telling you about up here, and then you can come in and update the case as you need to continue to communicate with Microsoft. So that is how we get into the system and log a case. So we've gone through that whole process. We've talked about the hot topics. We've talked about new report request. And I'm going to get to the end of the slide here. Now we're at the end of this slide, but I would like to end the session on customer source by just talking about and summarizing. We can download tax updates. You can download service pack updates. You can download the professional tools suite, all off Customer Source. You can do a product suggestion to make it work better. And we've talked about all these. The download for the professional tools is in Customer Source, and there's a little page there. If you just type in Professional Services Tool Library Downloads, you'll get to this screen, and you can see it's dated 3/28/2012. There's your download for GP10, and there's the download for GP 2010. You can also do service pack downloads, and you can also do payroll tax downloads off Customer Source. And again, you can do the project suggestion feedback. Clicking here, you can go ahead and submit a product suggestion. Pops the screen for doing that. You choose GP and submit the suggestion. In conclusion, appreciate you watching today. Customer Source will allow you to deliver information based upon your needs, enable you to learn through interaction. It will answer your technical support questions and keep your solution current and compatible. This ends our monthly Lunch and Learn. We appreciate you attending. If you have any questions about this, go to our online presentation at premiercomputing.com. All this information is available and downloadable. Thank you again.